Welcome back, everyone, to the American Mates. We are back with everyone's favorite series, Premier League predictions. Come on! We got a great set of games this week. After a little hiatus for about a week and a half, we're going to kick it back to Joey, remind everyone of the points and the rules, and how we scored last week.
All right, if you're new here, quick recap of how the point system works. So if you predict the correct winner, but not score the correct result, you get 1 point. If it is an underdog result, meaning no one else picked that team to win or those teams to tie, you get 2 points. If you predict the correct score completely, you get 3 points. And then there is a chance to get 5 points if you predict the correct score and it's an underdog.
Yes, sir.
So now heading into last week's fixtures. First, West Ham took on Nottingham Forest. It's the battle of the shitters. And Nottingham Forest surprised us with a late winner. 2-1 they won. Everyone walked away with 0 points except for me. I got a 5-pointer here with a 2-1 prediction for Nottingham Forest. Ethan and Sam predicted ties 1-1, and Mason predicted a 2-1 West Ham win. Then Burnley took on Man United. 2-2 was the result, and we all predicted Man United to win. So we all got 0 points there. Bournemouth beat Tottenham 3-2. Everyone got a point here except for me. I predicted a 1-1 tie, but Ethan predicted a 2-0 win, Sam a 2-1 win. Oh. Wait. Mason, do you remember what you predicted? It says you got a point, but it says 1-1. I don't know if you said 2-1 Bournemouth.
Maybe. Yeah,
we'll have to go to VAR. We'll
go to VAR later.
Then Brentford took on Sunderland, 3-0. Brentford won. Sam and Mason both got a point here. Sam predicting 1-0 Brentford. Mason 2-0 Brentford. Me and Ethan both predicting ties. Crystal Palace, Aston Villa. Was the score 0-0?
Yeah.
It was 0-0.
Oh, freaking memory's tripping me. 0-0. Sam and Mason again both got a point here. Sam predicting a 1-1 tie and Mason a 2-2 tie, and me and Ethan both had a 2-1 win for Aston Villa. Everton took on Wolves. Another battle of the shitters, but it ended 1-1. Me and Sam both predicted correctly, and we both got 3 points. Ethan and Mason also predicted the same thing, 3-1 an Everton win, but they got 0 points for that. Fulham then beat Chelsea at the Craven Cottage 2-1. We all got 0 points here. I predicted a 2-2 tie. Ethan predicted a 2-1 win for Chelsea. Sam predicted a 2-0 win for Chelsea, and Mason predicted a 2-1 win for Chelsea.
And Ethan said it was Mickey Mouse. The Craven Cottage showed us.
Man City Brighton, another 0-pointer, a 1-1 tie. Brighton shocked us. Me and Ethan had a 2-0 win. Sam had a 4-0 win, and Mason had a 3-0 win. Haaland could not deliver against Brighton. Then Newcastle Leeds, crazy game. Harvey Barnes in the 97th minute to win it 4-3. Newcastle won. We all got a point here. Me and Ethan and Mason all had 2-1 wins, and Sam had a 1-0 win. Last fixture of the week was Arsenal-Liverpool. I picked up 2 points for an underdog. I predicted 1-1. Ethan had 2-1 Liverpool. Sam had 3-1 Arsenal, and Mason had 1-0 Liverpool. Now to the points in the table. So for this week, I picked up 11 points. Ethan picked up 2 points, a historic low for Ethan, who's been on a high ride. Sam picked up 7 points, and Mason picked up 4 points. So the standings is now I have jumped into first with 44 points. Ethan is on 40 points. Sam passes Mason on 27 points, and Mason is in last on 24 points.
And
Still a lot to play for.
true.
If this week is shows you anything, a lot can change within 1 week. But anyways, now we have this weekend's fixtures, starting with 7:30 Saturday game, the Manchester Derby.
Big game.
So I'm gonna say, a lot of times when Man United is playing bad, we somehow turn up in the big game. But something's different about this time. We have Michael Carrick taking over. It doesn't feel, I don't know. I don't think the vibes are high, so I'm going to say a 2-0 Man City win. I don't want it to happen, but I just have a feeling that it's going to happen.
Fair.
I'm also going to back City here. I do have the United kit on, but I'm going to rock with City 2-0. Semenyo, 2 goals already in 2 games. Cherokee's on fire. I think City's going to coast this one 2-0 at Old Trafford.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh no, that's my bad. You first. You
It's okay.
first.
Times are tough for United right now. Being knocked out of another competition. I think City is due for a win after dropping points. They could have beaten Brighton 3-1, 4-1. Haaland missed so many chances. He's going to be pissed. Turns up for the big game. So I'm going to go Man City 2, Manchester United 1.
Yeah. I was kind of on the wave of everyone else thinking City, but City have been sneakily dropping points. I feel like this is a very similar situation to what Chelsea were in with our U21s coach, like Michael Carrick's first game. They're at home. They're at Old Trafford, which plays a factor. Like Joey said, vibes aren't too high, but I think something about the derby aspect is going to get to everyone. I think it's going to be a big game. I think this one ends 2-2. I'm going to go with a tie here.
All right. Next fixture, Chelsea taking on Brentford. Rosnier's first game in charge. Actually, no, tonight was his first game in charge, but first Premier League game in charge. I actually do not back Chelsea here. I think Brentford are just too high flying right now. You can't stop Igor Thiago. And they just signed another guy from Club Brugge. He's probably not going to play. He's only 18, but again, I don't think you can stop Shada and Thiago. I have a 2-1 Brentford win away from home.
A lot of people, they're not high on Rosnier. He did beat Charlton 5-1, kind of expected. We did lose to Arsenal today, but it was a positive showing. I think all this talk about Igor Thiago, it's a little too hyped up. Can't do it in the big games. We got an answer for him. I think we're gonna take it to Brentford here. If you wanna solve the cost of living prices, name Estevao your prime minister. The best winger in the Premier League, the best Brazilian winger ever to grace this planet. Give me Chelsea 2-0 at the Bridge.
Come on, Chelsea.
Solid. I like hearing that. Estevao had a good showing today. He was good. He was good. Timber had a tough time. But I also agree here with Ethan. I think Igor Thiago is a decent striker. I think he is a little overhyped, though. I think the Bridge is going to be rocking. I think we need a bounce back from today. I actually have us shutting down Igor Thiago as well. Brentford will not score, and Chelsea will take this one 3-0.
That's shocking.
I have similar thoughts to both Sam and Ethan, obviously Chelsea fan, but I'm fully bought in on Project Rosinho. I think I like what I've seen out of him. Like Ethan said, although it wasn't the result we wanted against Arsenal. No Reece James, no Caicedo, and no Palmer. And we kept it close. We kept it competitive. Garnacho with 2 goals against Arsenal. Shout out to him. Second one was a nice finish. I'm fully bought in, and we're at home. It's kind of an under the radar thing that Brentford are kind of atrocious away from home with 3-7 record. So I think we're gonna get it done. 3-1. Give me Chelsea. Up the Blues. Come
Come
on.
on.
You guys
Let's
aren't scared
go.
of Igor Thiago?
Igor's a fraud.
Hey, I
Not
gave
really.
them 3-1. Maybe he gets one, but nah.
Maybe a penalty.
I'm not
Igor
scared of him.
Thiago's never seen.
All right, he's I think out of 16 goals, I think like 4 of them are pens, and the rest are regular goals.
It's definitely more.
He's never seen informed Chalobah.
I mean, he scored a hat trick against Everton, and they were all. Was it Everton or Sunderland?
He has
No, it was Everton.
five. I just fact check it. 5 penalties of 16 goals.
That's exactly. That's good.
He's stat padding a little bit in the last 2 rounds.
What, against Everton?
Hey man,
He stat pads against the shitters.
if we stopped Holland, we'll stop him.
I agree.
This guy's different. Next match, Leeds hosting Fulham at Ellen Road. It's gonna be rocking. Leeds are on red hot form. They just lost to Newcastle, but before that they were on a heater. Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Brendan Aronson are playing the football of their lives. Fulham are good, but actually in the reverse fixture, Leeds won. Wasn't this the first fixture? I could be wrong.
No,
but-
Fulham won the first fixture, I believe, 1-0.
Oh, who was I watching that Leeds won
Correct.
4-0? Whatever. But I have Leeds winning 2-1. I think Dominic Calvert-Lewin continues scoring. Brendan Aronson continues scoring. But I think Harry Wilson will probably get a goal.
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of American players, American national team, etc. But Brendan Aronson, the boy from New Jersey, I believe, is putting it on for the United States of America.
Yeah.
He's been balling the past few weeks, bagged against United, bagged against Newcastle. He's going to bag again. I'm going to take Leeds 2-1.
I like it.
I think these are 2 teams that have been playing well as of recent. Obviously, Leeds just had a tough one at Newcastle. Fulham had a big win against Chelsea, and they've just been on red hot form. But I do think they're going to split the points here, so I'm going to go with a 1-1 tie.
But I think this one has potential to be an exciting game. Like we said, both teams in good form, probably overperforming considering some of their results as of recent. Tough one to call. I think I'm going to back Fulham to get it done yet again, away from home this time. I'm going to say they do it 3-2. I feel like both these teams play pretty attacking, a lot of goals in all their games.
All right.
Solid.
Next fixture, Liverpool against Burnley at Anfield. Burnley, they got the tie against a managerless Man United. Not convincing. Liverpool, pretty good. Going to be confident, especially at home. I have them winning 2-0.
Yeah, honestly, I think Liverpool are going to take care of business. Is Ekitike back? Do we know? He's
Yeah.
back.
I think so.
I'm going to have Liverpool winning this match 3-0.
Yeah, I think I thought Liverpool obviously went through a rough spell, but now they're finding form. Burnley, I just don't rate away from home. They can get results at home, but away, not so much. I'm going to go Liverpool 4-0. I think Wirtz and Ekitike, they both play, and probably Gakpo will get one, hopefully, for my FPL team.
Fair enough. I'm on the same wave as pretty much everyone else. I don't think Burnley are very good in general. Away from home, I don't think they're very good. Liverpool are finding their feet a little. Still not like anything crazy or great, but they are leagues ahead of where they were at the beginning of the season. I'm going to take Liverpool at home at Anfield to get it done 3-0. I think I'm gonna just predict Ekatike goal and a Szoboszlai goal for all my betting viewers out there. I want to know what I think.
All right. Sunderland taking on Crystal Palace. Sunderland are hot at home. Haven't lost at home all year. And Crystal Palace are up and down. I'm going to say a Sunderland 2-1 win.
I think Sunderland, they're in good form. I think they're getting their guys back from AFCON. Maybe this match. I don't know entirely. But so for that reason, I'm gonna back Sunderland to smash Palace 3-0 at home in the Stadium of Light.
Wow. Battering at the Stadium of Light.
I'm going to go with a slightly different result here. For some reason, I do rate Palace still. I don't know why, but I do. Sunderland hasn't won since the middle of December, I think 7 matches ago. They've been tying, but they haven't won. However, I do think Palace is due for a win. I think they go to Sunderland Stadium of Light and they get a 2-1 win away from home.
Fair play. I think this one's definitely going to be competitive. I've backed Palace too many times. I don't know if I believe in them anymore the way I did at a point, especially at the Stadium of Light, the fortress. I don't see them being the ones to bring it down. That being said, I'm going to go with a 1-0 Sunderland win at home.
All right. Tottenham taking on West Ham, 2 teams in very poor form. Struggling to find goals, struggling to keep balls out of the net. I am going to go here with a 1-1 tie. I think Pablo is going to get a goal contribution. I don't know, an assist or a goal or something.
Hope so.
He's
Hopefully.
cooking. He's cooking something. He's ready.
For the sake of the pod, hopefully.
I don't really back Tottenham that much, but I think this time I am. West Ham are probably one of the worst teams I've ever seen. I'm gonna back Tottenham to beat West Ham 2-0.
Yeah, I don't got much to say after what Ethan said. But Tottenham obviously hasn't been in the best of form, but I think they get it done here at home. I'm going to go Tottenham 2, West Ham 1. You could see Bowen getting a random goal.
Fair. These are 2 teams that have both let me down numerous times in my predictions. Every time I seem to instill a little bit of confidence in either of these sides, they fail me miserably. And for some reason, Tottenham are just ass backwards and stink at home and are nasty on the road. It doesn't make any sense to me. But that being said, I'm still going to back the Spurs to get this done 2-0 because West Ham have disappointed me even more so than they have. Battle of my disappointments.
All right. Some are calling this the fixture of the weekend.
Not the Manchester Derby.
No, it's the Haram Ball Derby. Whose Haram Ball tactics will win, Dyche or Arteta? Nottingham Forest at the City Ground host Arsenal. For some reason, I think Dyche just has Arteta's number. I think he's going to show him real Haram Ball. None of this corner tactics. I think it's going to be 2-2, Nottingham Forest and Arsenal tie.
As much as I hate Arsenal, I am going to back them because Nottingham Forest stink. If Chelsea can beat them at the City Ground, anyone can beat them at the City Ground.
Fair.
I'm going to back Arsenal 3-1 with Gyökeres bagging.
Of course, he had to score against us, right? Guy never scores.
Brutal. This one's tough. I don't know why it's tough. It should be an easy pick, but I don't know. City struggled at Nottingham, but Arsenal has been finding ways to get it done. I do think they sneak out of there with a win. Could be a set piece. Could be a Gyökeres penalty. I think they're going to get it done 1-0 away from home.
Yeah, I'm kind of at that point where I'm slowly accepting, not really, but that it might actually be Arsenal's year. I keep picking against them, or not, maybe not recently, but I have picked against them numerous times on this show. It has not gone my way, time and time again. However, I do think this is going to be one of those ones similar to like their game against Wolves and Bournemouth and such, where they're going to just squeak it out barely. Some Haram ball, set piece FC type shit. I'm going to take Arsenal to get it done at the City Ground 2-1.
All right. Wolves taking on Newcastle. Wolves picking up a win, but still been shocking. Newcastle are shocking away from home. They do not bring the energy. I'm gonna have a 1-1 tie here for Wolves Newcastle. I just don't think either team is gonna win.
I think in the history of the show, I don't think I've ever backed Wolves, but the time is now. They're in red hot form. They got the best up and coming youngster that's putting the city of Wolverhampton on his back in Mateus Mane. Also, a PSA to Mateus Mane: you're not fucking English. You were born in Portugal. Come represent your mother nation.
Learn from
So
Pablo,
I'm
Join
going
us,
to
bro.
back
please.
Wolves here 2-1 at the Molineux to beat Newcastle.
I like it.
Yeah, Wolves has been catching form in Wolves fashion of form at this point. We'll take a couple ties and some wins, but Newcastle has been shocking away from home, but I do think they have more quality than Wolves. As much as I love Mateusz Mane and he has been a spark in this team, I do think Newcastle get it done away from home. I think they win 3-1.
Fair. I don't think this one's as obvious as everyone. Well, we all have different answers so far, so maybe it's not obvious, but as obvious as the viewers at home might think. As aforementioned, Wolves are picking up some form, and Newcastle are atrocious from home. Kind of on that plane of thought, I'm going to take a splitting of the points here, 1-1. I think it's going to be a competitive game, but I don't know. I don't feel like Newcastle are going to get it done no reason other than I don't really feel it.
Solid analysis, mate.
Appreciate that, bruv.
Cheers, Jeff.
Jeez, Jeff.
All right. The villains taking on the Toffees. Aston Villa versus Everton. I think Everton are all right, but I think Aston Villa have been playing pretty well. They're at home. I think Aston Villa is going to win 3-1 because I think once Everton allow like 1 or 2 goals, they start kind of falling apart defensively. Pickford starts raging. I think it's going to be 3-1 Aston Villa.
Yeah, I'm also going to back Villa here. Red hot form. Everton also got 2 red card happy. I don't think Grealish is going to be playing this match. So I'm going to back a 4-2 Aston Villa win.
It's bold.
I like it.
Yeah, I feel like Aston Villa will get it done here, but part of me also sometimes Everton just pulls results out of their ass. And kind of like Mason, I just got a weird gut feeling about this game. I'm gonna go with a 1-1 tie here.
Fair.
Just a feeling.
Fair play, mate. Yeah. I think Everton have had definitely moments of brilliance this season. They did escape with a 0-0 draw the first time these teams met at home. However, now Villa are at home and they're on the tail end of some red hot form themselves. They've been doing pretty well. A couple results aside. I think they're gonna get it done at home. 2-1 with goals from John McGinn and Morgan Rogers.
All right. Takes us to the last fixture of the weekend. This is the Monday fixture. Brighton hosting Bournemouth. They are without Semenyo. They're looking for a replacement. Word on the street is they're looking for Ryan on Vasco da Gama. I've also heard a couple guys from the French league, maybe another Junior Krupi kind of deal. But I think Brighton play pretty well. Obviously, they beat Man United over the weekend. But yeah, I have Brighton taking it home 2-1.
In my many years of watching, soccer, when this game always comes up, everyone seems to always talk about how often these teams tie each other. Because I think recently, I think Brighton has beaten them, but I think the times before that, I think they've drawn almost every single time they've played. I don't know the exact stat, but I know that's the stat to look for. So I'm gonna back a 1-1 draw here.
Fair call.
Solid. I think Bournemouth is hurting without Semenyo. I don't think they're gonna get it done away from home. I do think Brighton get out of this with a 2-1 victory to Bournemouth at home.
Yeah. I'd like to say a little more because I'm the last prediction of the last game, but Sam pretty much encapsulated my thoughts exactly. I'm gonna back Brighton to get it done 2-0 at home.
All right, that's it for this week's fixtures, this week's predictions. Yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know your predictions. Like, comment, subscribe.
Follow
We'll
us
see you
on
next week.
TikTok. Follow us on Instagram.
There.
Keep blowing it up. Keep watching
Get
the
us to 100
clips.
subs.
Share
We're
with your
close.
friends.
100 subs.
And remember,
Road to 100.
stock is a fraud.